Okay, hi everyone. This is my niece and she's going to be picking out my makeup today. She's super excited and she's such a girly girl. She's just like her auntie and my sister. We both love makeup and she's really excited. So we are going to start with a primer. So Leah, on this side I have some smoothing primers and then I also have some hydrating primers, and then these are my foundations. So do you want to pick a primer first?
Okay.
And you can ask me if you have a question, okay?
Okay.
You want this one or you want to ask me about it?
I like that one, so you can pick out that one.
Okay, so she wants me to use the Touch in Soul No Pore Blend Primer. This is a good one. I'm going to put it right there, okay? So I put them up here. All right, so now we can pick out a foundation. So I have some foundations here, and then I'm going to close this one for a second. And then I also have some in here.
Okay.
So you can choose some here, and if it's easier, you can just choose one from up here. It's up to you. And these are all foundations, so you can just choose one of these.
Well, I guess I'll do it.
You can dig through them if you want. You want to look in the other drawer? Okay. So it's going to be this side here, like right here. You want that one? Okay. All right. So this one is fairly new. I just shake it up a little bit. So this one is the Morphe 2 Hint Skin Tint. So that's going to be the foundation I wear. Okay. So now we're going to go back up to the top drawer and pick a concealer. So in this section right here, you can pick any one of those.
Okay. I think this one is the best.
Okay, you like that one?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you pick this one? Just cause? Or you like it?
I think I like it because it's a little bit dark but light and a little bit cute.
Okay, so this is the NYX Bare With Me Serum Concealer. This is really, really pretty. Man, you're picking good options. Okay, so I think we're done with this drawer. So now we're gonna go back in here. Okay, so go ahead and pick me a bronzer. So I have cream bronzers here. I have powder bronzers, some more powder bronzers that way. Which one do you want me to use?
I've always seen this one before though.
Oh, you've seen that one before? She watches beauty YouTube too.
I even watch you on videos.
Yeah, I know. You're my #1 supporter. That one's in the shape of a heart, isn't it?
Yeah. I see some fire this over.
Yep, you're right. I have the blushes right there. Good job.
I think I'm gonna go. I don't know.
So we already have a foundation, right? So let's see, what do we have for bronzer?
Yeah.
So it could be one of these or it can be one of these. So these are creams and these are powders. Do you want me to use a cream or a powder? Do you know?
I think I could use a cream because that would be better. But
Okay. So these are my creams here if you want me to use a cream.
I think I'm going with this one.
You like the heart one. I had a feeling. Okay, so this one is my half-caked candy paint cheek and lip tint. So it's just a cream bronzer in the shade Morning View. Okay, so there's my bronzer. All right, so now let me move this over. To be strong. Okay, now we're gonna do the blushes. Lots of pink in here. So kind of like the bronzers, I have cream blushes and powder blushes. Is there one that you want me to use? I had a feeling you'd like that one. That one's a pretty rose, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Sabrina,
Yeah.
I think I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you want to show this?
Oh, show it? Because it's so pretty, right?
Yeah.
It is. Look, I can open it and you can see it better.
Be careful.
See it? It's so pretty. It kind of reminds me of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I know.
You want me to use that one?
And the top looks like the little
The little what?
the little cover to it.
Oh, yeah, like on Beauty and the Beast?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I can use that one if you want, or you can pick something else. Do you want me to use a cream or a powder? So, okay, so these are my powders right here and down here. So any one of those.
Is this one?
Mm-hmm, that's a blush.
That's a blush.
Mm-hmm,
What about this one?
that one's a blush too. You can open it if you want.
I think I'm gonna go with this one.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's from Too Faced. It's their Love Flush Watercolor Blush in the shade Love Yourself. So we'll go ahead and pick that one. Okay. All right, so we're done with this drawer. So in here we have some lip glosses and then highlighters. So do you want to pick out a highlighter for me?
Okay.
So it's gonna be some of these or these over here.
Okay.
Or there's like creams too.
Are all of them creams or not?
Not all of them. So these are the only ones that are cream. These are powders.
Oh. I seen this on your video
Maybe.
because I watched a YouTube of you and I saw this.
Do you want to do a cream or a powder highlighter?
I'm going with a cream, I guess, again.
Well, it's up to you. I can use that Milani one if you want. I also have this one. I have the others.
I think this one's pretty because it's a little bit shiny and sparkles in there.
Okay, I'll use this one. So she picked out the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer and the shade Enlighten. So this one is super pretty. Okay, all right. So question, do you want me to wear a lip gloss or do you want me to wear a regular lipstick?
We can wear
So in here I have a ton of lipsticks. So these are just all different types of lipsticks.
what's this?
It's a lipstick.
Let me see it. Oh no, not that though.
Those are like lip balms, so they're gonna be a little bit more clear.
The bones. How about this?
I can wear one of those. Whichever one you want me to wear.
What's this one look like?
You can take the top off.
Which one is the top? This one?
No, the other side.
This one?
Yeah, you just pull it up.
Well, I guess you could.
That one's one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah, I love the color. See any you like?
So, I guess I'm gonna go with.
Oh, those are like mini lipsticks, but those you can pick too.
Really? What's this one? Is it darkish or?
It's a little bit dark.
Yeah,
Just a little, not too bad.
it's pretty dark, but it's okay. I like the little inside.
I know, it's small, huh?
The cover, I like it. What's this stuff?
That one's a lipstick too. It's just a tiny one.
Wait, this is the opening?
Yeah, you just pull it. There you go.
Hey. Well, I did notice that some covers look like this too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, some with this you turn and it's a little bit weird, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Is there anyone that you like?
I think I'm going with a scented one because.
So you want just a lip oil? Or do you want, so those are gonna be a little bit more sheer, and then these are gonna have more color. Is there one that you prefer? Do you want more color or just like sheer?
I've seen this one before, like
Mm-hmm.
my mom has these, but this one I already know is really dark. I don't. So you said.
Do you want to maybe, yeah, so these are gonna have more color to them.
I could only see in here because.
Yeah, that one's a little bit more like nude, so it's less color. It's still color, but just not as dark.
Well, this tab looks like a dark.
And that one smells like cookies. We had to open it. Do you want me to use that one?
Let me smell it first.
Okay, you just twist it.
That smells pretty good, but
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the cinnamon one.
Oh, yeah.
I see you have a cinnamon one right here.
Oh, yeah, that one's cinnamon rolls.
I would say that this one, I would go with it, but
Well, that one would go with a lot of looks because it's nude. Do you want to do that one then?
this one, it kind of smells like this one because it's a little bit like cookies. I could smell the cookies in there, but I mean that it could smell like, it kind of smells like this.
Mm-hmm.
The cinnamon rolls.
Okay, let's pick a lipstick, okay? That way we can do the eyeshadow palettes. Those are fun. So which one do you want me to use?
Okay,
I know, there's so many options. I made it hard for you. Oh, do you want me to use that one?
I think I like these two, so I'm gonna pick this one or this one.
Okay, which one?
I think I'm going with this one.
Okay, so you want the gingerbread? Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. All right, so she picked the Gingerbread Girl liquid lipstick from Too Faced. Okay, now for the fun part. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get to pick out an eyeshadow palette. So I have tons. I have some in here, and I also have some beneath you. Like underneath this drawer, I mean.
I think I like the cherry, but it's kind of, it doesn't have that much colors in here. But let me see what's in this one though. There's a lot of glitter in there, but I would say that this might go with it, but not really. Over here.
Do you want to look on the underneath that drawer? There's another drawer.
Yeah.
You can open the other drawer. I think that one's probably going to interest you more.
Wow. I really like the sprinkles, but
You were just making ice cream too with your sand.
yeah.
That one is colorful.
I know there's a lot of colors,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know which one would I pick. I think I would like this one to go
You want me to use that one?
If I was putting on makeup, I would use this one, but I think I'm gonna.
There's some more.
Up here.
Okay. There's more on the bottom. Do you want me to use the cherry?
Wait, hold on. I think we could go with this or the other one down there that I just was talking about.
Okay. So which one between the two?
Yeah. I can't hold both of these, so I'm gonna put one down and then open the other one. I don't know which one would I choose. I know they both have silver, but in this silver, in this one, they have a silver, but well, let me show you about it. And they have a silver, but it's not really similar to this one right here.
Oh, they're a little bit different?
Yeah, because this silver is darker.
Mm-hmm.
And this silver is a little bit lighter than the darker one.
Yeah.
So, the cherry doesn't have really much colors like this.
Exactly. The cherry one is smaller, so it doesn't have as many.
But I think I could see that it has a lot of colors that are great in here, like this color, like dark, or I don't really think of that color. So we could use this one.
So you want me to use which one?
We could use that one, but that one really blends into your skin. So maybe we can see if there's any colors that you can see in here. They have bright orange, or they have golden, but it's really glittery. There's even a color on the back, and the pointer could move. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool, but I want to see the inside, so I think I'm gonna go with this palette because we could use what color we want in there, and
Okay.
I think we could use this one right here.
Okay, so you want me to do a blue look?
Now we could do blue, or we could do this one too.
Well, you have to choose one palette. I know there's so many, but I mean, I guess you could pull two if you want me to use two. I can do two.
This is one. I would say this one's pretty cool, but doesn't have that much colors in there because it's not as big as this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ice cream one has a ton.
Yeah, like a lot.
So do you want me to use that one then? I think you like that one the best.
Maybe we could do this one though.
Okay, well you can tell me which colors to do after. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, so let's pick the ice cream one. This is the Glamlight Ice Cream Dream Palette.
And then let me put this back.
Okay, it goes just right above there. All
Now,
right.
let's look at this one though. So let me see it.
That one's more neutral.
Yeah, it doesn't have that much great colors like the cherry one.
But I think that's all of the stuff, Leah. I think you picked out everything. I have a full face. Do you want to say bye? Say bye to my subscribers.
Bye-bye.
Say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 2 of the My Niece Picks My Makeup video. I hope you enjoyed the first part. I'm hoping to put all of this into one video. I should be able to, depending on how long everything will take. It might be a fairly long video, but let's just go ahead and get started. She did ask me to use this primer. This is the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one today. Yeah, she's like, She's super cute. She's super girly. She's very into makeup, just like me and my sister, which is obviously her mom. We are just a bunch of girly girls. We really, really enjoy going to Ulta, and even Leah, my niece, she loves to like swatch things. She loves to buy like kids makeup. It is the absolute cutest thing ever. So I love spending time with her. I apologize in advance if my lighting is a little bit off. My husband is really good at doing the lighting for me, and he's not here right now. So I apologize, but I think I'm able to make it work okay. I'm gonna go in with some lip balm. I've really been loving this one. This is the Naturium Phyto Glow Lip Balm, and I have the shade Camellia. So it just gives like a slight tint to the lips. All right, now we're gonna go in with foundation. And for foundation, she actually chose this. This is the Morphe 2 Hint Hint Skin Tint. So it kind of gives me like Ilia tinted like foundation vibes. And it says that it's sheer to medium coverage, so it's definitely more buildable. And this one is in the shade Hint of Marshmallow. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one. I think what I'm going to do is just apply some on the back of my hand and just kind of work with that. It is very, very runny, so I'm trying to work rather quickly. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge and just going to be working in sections. I'm so mad. I used my hair waver, and I guess because I have pretty straight hair naturally, I guess it just doesn't work very well on straight hair, but that, or it could be like the brand of the waver that I have, but I just don't think it looks like I've waved it at all. And I just spent like probably 30 minutes or so doing it. So that's kind of frustrating. I'm sad that she won't be able to be here to see the finished product, but that's okay. She was over here the other day with, obviously with my sister, and I really wish that she would be able to see just kind of like the finished look, but that's okay. She just had a really good time picking through my makeup. As I'm sure you guys could see, she was probably like, wow, there's so many options. I love that she's into makeup and stuff. It makes me curious to see like what my other niece is gonna be like. For those of you that don't know, my sister just had another baby at the very end of December. And so now I have two nieces, and I'm just very curious to see what she's going to be like, because Leah is such a girly girl. So I'm really interested to see what that's gonna be like. I feel like me and Leah are gonna have a bunch of fun whenever she gets older, like whenever she's like a teenager and stuff. I'm really curious to see what she'll be into, what her interests will be like, and things like that. So I actually think this foundation looks really beautiful. I hadn't used it in a little while, but I really enjoy the buildable coverage that this gives. I like that it's a little bit, you know, kind of workable. Like you can get it to go the amount of coverage that you want it to. For concealer, she wanted me to use this one. This is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. So here's what this one looks like. I'm actually kind of shocked that she chose this one. Maybe it's because of the pink lid, but I do have the shade Light in this one, I believe. Yes, the shade Light. And I just like to pretty much apply some on the back of my hands because this is a pump one, and go in with my sponge and just start applying this underneath the eyes. All right, and then she picked out a cream bronzer for me. So this is from the brand Half Caked. This is one of their candy paints in the shade Morning View. So this is a cream bronzer. So here's what this one looks like. I'm pretty sure she picked this one up because, or she chose this one for me because obviously it's in the shape of a heart. Like, how cute is that? And I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush, and I will be using this one to go ahead and apply this cream bronzer. This cream bronzer is very, very nice. I think that it blends really easily into the skin, and I really enjoy the shade or the tone of it as well. I also really enjoy the cream blushes from Half Caked, so definitely check them out. They're not as well known as some other, you know, more affordable brands, but they are very, very affordable. I want to say I got this cream bronzer maybe for $9, but they constantly have sales on their site where you can get these for like $5. So pick them up on a sale because I think they're worth the $9 price tag, but I think they're even worth the, obviously the sale price also. I think you can get things on a good deal. All right, so I think that looks really, really good. It blended beautifully into the skin. And so the rest of the products are powder products, except there is a cream highlighter. It's actually a liquid highlighter, but I think I should be able to apply that fine over powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm gonna use my Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder underneath my eyes. She didn't pick like my powders because that's kind of boring. So I just went ahead and grabbed those. The only products that I picked out that she didn't were my powders and my mascara and also brows, because she didn't pick those things out, which, like I said, is kind of boring anyways, so it's fine. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Translucent Loose Setting Powder just to go ahead and set the rest of my face. All right, and then for blush, she did choose this one. This one is from Too Faced, and it's their Love Flush Watercolor Blush in the shade Love Yourself. So this one is fairly new to me. I picked it up from TJ Maxx, so I got it for a little bit of a discounted price. I don't know if these actually released. I don't think they did. I feel like maybe they only released in certain places and then they got sent to TJ Maxx. But I'm not like super in love with the quality of these blushes or of this blush. But at least it matches my shirt. Which, speaking of that, she didn't, like, she pointed at two shades. She pointed at a blue shade in the palette, which you'll see the palette she chose in a little bit. She pointed at a blue shade, but then she also pointed at a coral shade. And I'm gonna play it safe and use the coral shade. I know that that's not any fun, but she chose a very fall lip for me. And I kind of would like to film other videos, and so I don't want to look completely ridiculous with my makeup. Maybe actually I could still use the blue that she pointed out with. Maybe I can do that like on the lower lash line or something. I don't know, we'll see. But she didn't really specify the shades, and I forgot to ask her before she left, but like I said, she pointed at a coral shade and she pointed at a blue shade. So I think I'm gonna focus with the corals today, and then maybe, like I said, I'll do a pop of blue using that blue shade that she pointed at. All right, and then like I said, she did choose a liquid highlighter, and this is one of the Rare Beauty liquid luminizers, and she chose the shade Enlighten. Such a beautiful, beautiful color and product. She just liked the way that it was presented in the packaging. That's kind of like what she said in the video. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this and dot it on my cheekbones and basically just blend it in with my finger, and if I need to go in with my sponge, I can. I really enjoy this formula. I really love the way that it reflects in the sun. I think it's really, really pretty. Okay, it kind of looks like a little bit stripy on this side, but that's all right. I tried like blending it out with my sponge and it's kind of like sticking to where it was placed, but that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, my eyeshadow primer, and we will be right back and we will start with the eye look. All right, so I'm back. I used my Lorac eyeshadow primer, and then for brows, I used my Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator. I've really been enjoying this. It has a brow pencil, a brow powder, and a spoolie all in the one component. So now let's go ahead and get into the eyeshadow palette, the star of the show. This is the Glam Light Ice Cream Dreams palette. So here is what this one looks like. It is very, very bright and colorful. So she pointed to really like these two shades. So this is actually not very coral, it's more pink, but that is okay. Let me consider what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with the shade Orange Cream right here on a blending brush. And that is just gonna be how we're gonna start because I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna go about this eye look. And I'm just going to start working this into the crease. I've used this palette once, just one time before, because obviously it is very colorful, and I have to say I wasn't super impressed with the mattes. I thought the shimmers were really stunning and they're very beautiful. They're very foiled and metallic looking on the eyes, but for some reason I just felt like the mattes, they weren't very pigmented, and that's really frustrating because I had such high hopes for this palette and for this eyeshadow formula. I think this orange cream shade that I'm applying right now is applying pretty well, but I mean, this is pretty much just a basic warm tone. So I would imagine that this would apply well. Doing the same thing on the other eye. Comment below if you guys have this palette or if you have any other palettes from Glamlight. I would love to hear just kind of like about your experience with these shadows. Do you agree that the matte shades are not as good as the shimmer shades? I would love to hear you guys your opinion on the palette and on the formula. I think I'm gonna go into the shade Butter Pecan, which is a more kind of like subdued color, very similar to the one I just placed, but a little bit more subdued. I'm just gonna grab that same brush and I'm just going to work this like basically right underneath the crease shade that I just applied, and just run this right into the crease, right underneath it. I think I'm gonna stop there as far as the matte because there's not like a whole lot of depth. I mean, I guess I could go in. No, I think I'm just gonna go in with the shade Rainbow Sorbet, this beautiful pinky shade, and just throw that all over the lid. I was gonna try to build up my crease, like my outer corner, but I always do that. So I'm just gonna try to keep this look very just simple and fresh, even though it's very bright colors. Of course, I'm going in with my NYX Glitter Primer. This is just super, super helpful with getting shimmer shades to really just adhere to the lid and really just make them pop. So I'm just applying this all over my lid. Okay, now going in with that beautiful, beautiful Rainbow Sorbet or sherbet, I think, I don't know. Color, here's what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. And just applying this all over the lids. It is very, very beautiful. Like I said, the shimmers in this palette are stunning. It's really just the mattes that I was a little bit underwhelmed with. I think they do shimmers very, very well. Going back to that blending brush, and I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that Butter Pecan shade, which is kind of like that mid-tone that I had applied, and just kind of run that into the crease back and forth right above that shimmer shade. And then going back into Orange Cream, which is that very first shade I applied into the crease, and just applying that right on top. Okay, so I think that is really, really pretty. I kind of do want to throw that blue on the lower lash line. I'm very nervous though. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. So I'm just grabbing like a liner brush and I'm dipping into this really stunning shade called Cotton Candy. It's this really nice blue shade. And I'm just gonna dip in and basically just try to add this to the lower lash line. I'm really nervous to see how this will apply because it's not really showing up. I feel like that's kind of my problem with the lower lash line. Yeah, that's not really showing up. So that kind of picked up. I don't even know if you can tell on camera that I added it, but it is there. I don't even know if you can tell, but I did add the blue on the lower lash line. It's very faint, but I'm gonna go in with this eyeliner. This is the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Electric. It's just this really pretty, really bright blue color. And I'm going to, maybe I'll add this to the very top. So just the upper lash line. Yeah, you can definitely see that. And I actually really, really like that. I think that's super pretty. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some mascara. I'm gonna use I've been really loving this one. This is the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and use this, apply this on my lashes, and I'll be back for the lip color. All right, so I'm back, and I did a little bit of extra things to the lower lash line. I just added a little bit of pink to the lower lash line. I added an inner corner highlight, and I really love the look. I think it's really fun. I definitely wouldn't have created this and put those two colors together originally. So this is the Too Faced Gingerbread Girl liquid lipstick. So this is really not gonna match, but I'm pretty sure she just really likes the packaging. I'm most likely gonna take this off after the video because I really enjoy the look. So let me go ahead and apply this. All right, so this is the final look. This is the look with the lip color. It looks very interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I don't love the look with the lip color, like, at all. I definitely would have liked to have gone in with definitely just kind of like a nude or, I don't know, like a pinky color. But this is the look. This is the makeup that my niece Leah created or chose for me, and I had a lot of fun. I have definitely used some of these products before, but I was happy to have used this Glam Light palette again because, like I said, I've only used it that one time. My lip application probably looks a mess, but that's okay. I think I had too much on it at one time. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I really am excited to just kind of watch my niece grow up, and I know that she's going to love makeup growing up. And I can't wait to kind of be that person in her life that she can go to Ulta with and Sephora with and all of those really fun things. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know that my niece watches my videos, so thanks Leah for picking out my full face of makeup. What do you think? I think that you did a really great job picking out some of these products. Your Auntie Sabrina loves you very much, and I love all of you guys very much. So thank you for all of your continued support, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye!